My God, guys, I look so pale and so rough. Please excuse my eyes. I don't know why every few weeks in this pregnancy, I get this like red rash on my eyelids and then it goes away for a few weeks and then it always winds up coming back. And it's not like I change anything within the few weeks that makes it come out. I'm not using new face products, I'm not doing anything different, it just comes and goes. And this has literally been since like 6 weeks pregnant, I would say, so please excuse that. It also looks a little bit more intense because I was crying this morning, which I will get into in a minute, and my hair is crazy. We're just going to try and ignore everything that is going on with how I look. But hello guys, happy New Year's. The day that I'm filming this video, it is January 2nd, and the last time I filmed was Christmas Day. And when I tell you we had such a chaotic Christmas/winter break, I swear to God, something went awry or wrong almost every single day of this break, starting back even to before Christmas on that Saturday when Ben started complaining that his ear hurt and he had an ear infection and possibly some pink eye. He was having some congestion issues in his face. That was on Saturday. Christmas Eve and Christmas were Sunday and Monday. Wednesday, Jack started to complain of ear pain and we spent 2 hours in an urgent care on Wednesday trying to get him seen. It was like everyone and their mother was sick from Christmas and was at urgent care. So that was all of Wednesday. And then, well, Tuesday night into Wednesday, he woke up in the middle of the night complaining that his ear was hurting. So that's why Wednesday, I tried to take them right when the urgent care nearest opened, but for some reason, everyone had the same idea as me. And so we spent 2 hours trying to get him seen. And then the CVS that they sent his prescription to, because it did come out that he also had an ear infection. I was worried that he was just being a little dramatic because he wanted Ben's medicine. And I kept telling him, unless you had an ear infection, you're not getting any medicine. I thought at first that he was lying to me or exaggerating, but no, he did wind up having an ear infection. And then the first CVS that they sent the prescription over to was out of amoxicillin, and almost every single CVS in my area was out of amoxicillin. The only one that had it was quite a bit a ways away, and it was in a mall. So we wound up doing that. We seriously spent from like 9 to 2 out of the house trying to get everything for Jack and get him squared away. Ben wound up getting car sick, or so I thought, on Wednesday afternoon, driving home from getting Jack's prescription. He didn't wind up throwing up, but he started crying when we pulled into the driveway and he told me that he felt car sick. Thursday, I wound up taking down all of my Christmas decorations, and in doing that, Ben was laying down on the floor and telling me that he really didn't feel good. And shortly after that, he did throw up on my floor, and then he proceeded to throw up one more time later on that afternoon, and it was quite a lot. I am assuming it's because of the antibiotics that they're taking. No one else in my house thus far wound up getting sick, and that was on Thursday. And like I said, today's Tuesday. But Thursday night, we all slept in the living room because Jack didn't want to sleep alone in his room. So Jack slept on the floor in his bed, and Ben and I slept on the couch just in case Ben wound up getting sick again, which he didn't, thankfully. But Friday, I was exhausted. I'm trying to think what happened on Friday. I don't think anything else happened on Friday. Saturday, we wound up going to this outdoor Christmas bouncy house place near us, and I left for 5 minutes with Jack to go get water, and Harris was there with his friends and all of his friends' kids, and they were running around, and it was crazy. And Ben wound up tripping on one of the lines that was holding up these bouncy houses and fell forward on concrete and tore up his elbow and his knee. And so he proceeded to not walk for all of Saturday and Sunday because his leg hurt. And I, of course, am like, is his leg broken? Is his arm broken? He's refusing to use his arm. But we've gone down that road before with Ben where he has fallen and hurt his leg, and I took him to an orthopedic when back when was this? I think in like May, maybe April or May. And we got x-rays done and he wore a boot and it wound up being nothing. Like, I didn't want to go down that road again. I didn't want to have to be in the hospital getting him x-rays. Thankfully, I think like later on Sunday, he wound up walking again. Yesterday, he wound up using his arm again. Yesterday, everything seemed to be all right. Jack is still complaining that his ears hurt, even though he's almost done with his antibiotics. So it looks like I need to take him to the ENT later on this week. But then last night in the middle of the night, I started to not feel good. I had really bad indigestion, which has been an issue this pregnancy. I didn't eat anything spicy and I didn't eat too much food for dinner last night, but I was super sick from 4:30 on in the morning. And then after I got the boys up this morning, Ben was having a little bit of a meltdown and I started crying because I really felt like I was gonna get sick. Thankfully, I haven't thrown up. I actually wound up taking some Zofran that I have prescribed to me from when I had morning sickness, and I think that really helped. But I was crying this morning, which definitely made this redness worse because I was rubbing my eyes, just because I feel like this past week was the week from hell and so much was going on. And I swear to God, it was something else every single day. And being home with the kids all week, I think the most interaction I got with an adult was the 2 hours that we spent at an urgent care being around sick adults and like communicating with the doctor. That was the most interaction that I had besides Harris and the kids almost the entire week. Our friends wound up being sick, so we were supposed to do a play date on like Wednesday or Thursday. Ben wound up being sick anyway, but our friends wound up being sick, and so we never wound up doing a play date. I didn't really get the boys out of the house. The longest they were out of the house was probably the 2 hours that we were at the pediatrician. Even on Saturday when we went to that bouncy house place, we were only out of the house for like an hour because after Ben fell, he didn't want to go on anything anymore. And it was indoor, outdoor, and it was freezing outside and then so hot inside. It was so uncomfortable. I didn't feel good going in from the cold and the heat and the cold and the heat. So it has been such a chaotic week. This morning really was like a culmination of all of it, with me not feeling good and like the stress of the past week and the sleep deprivation and all of it. I just had a bit of a mini breakdown and cried this morning, but I'm feeling a little bit better now. The boys are at school. I'm making myself a green tea because I did not have coffee this morning, and I feel like if I don't have something, I'm going to have a headache, and I think tea would be very soothing for my stomach. I'm gonna put a little bit of peppermint oil in it. But I need to leave my house in like 20 to 30 minutes because I have the dentist this morning. If you guys are familiar with one of my last few Vlogcember videos, I talked about how I cracked my tooth back here. I wound up going to the dentist. I do have a cavity there. I think having a cavity and being pregnant just mixed and resulted in my tooth breaking off. He did tell me that I have bad pregnancy gingivitis and my gums are bleeding a lot. I do want to show you guys in a minute. I wound up picking up a Waterpik water flosser that got delivered the other day. I want to show you guys that I got in, and I want to show you guys one other product that I've been using to help with my pregnancy gingivitis. I have not yet used the Waterpik because I think it came in yesterday or the day before and I just didn't get around to opening it. So I am going to open it later on and go ahead and use it. But I want to show you guys what I'm trying to do and use to help my teeth this pregnancy, because this pregnancy is ruining my teeth. He told me I have quite a few cavities, which I just went to the dentist 6 or so months ago and I didn't have all of these cavities, so I'm confused where they're coming from. But I hope today he's able to fix the large one that is cracked and broken and maybe 1 or 2 more. So that I have to take care of today. But very long introduction and update on my end of the year for 2023, which was definitely a chaotic end to the year. It is now 2024. Hopefully we'll kind of get over all of this chaos and craziness with the kids being sick and getting back into a routine and having them be in school. And I could take a nice sigh of relief and really get into the swing of things with this new year, because we have a lot going on over the next few weeks with the boy's birthday and my family coming into town. I have so many videos planned. I have doctor's appointments I want to take you guys to. I have quite a few things planned even into February, so I'm really excited for that. But for today, I'm going to take you along to the dentist. I'll share with you guys what I'm using to try and help my teeth this pregnancy, and then whatever else I can manage to film and vlog. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and make myself some green tea and try and drink that. I did go ahead and get myself a bagel. I was able to eat that, and I feel like I'm keeping it down pretty good. I genuinely think it was something I ate last night that just gave me really bad indigestion, which led to like acid reflux and nausea this morning. But I am feeling better, thank God. So I'm going to go make my tea and drink some of that, and then we'll open my Amazon package and head out to the dentist. Okay, I did not realize how late it is. I actually need to head out to the dentist right now. I'm going to bring my tea in my car in a mug and hope that it doesn't spill everywhere. But before I head out, I wanted to show you guys what baby girl is looking like. I have not shared a bump update. I actually think maybe Christmas was the last time, which was like a week ago. I'm currently 17 weeks and a few days. I'm like so bad. I count up and I round up, and the second I'm over 17 weeks, I'm like, oh, I'm basically 18 weeks, but I'm 17 weeks and some change. I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 17.4 maybe. It is starting to go a lot faster. Usually when you hit your second trimester, it does start to go faster. I feel like she is getting pretty round lately. It's so weird to compare to my pregnancy with the boys. They were pretty low, like my bumps started and rounded out down here. I feel like with her, it's hard to see with my flannel. With her, she's definitely higher up and more like round overall than how the boys sat and carried. I do feel her move quite frequently now. I go to the doctor again when I'm 20 weeks, so 2.5 weeks I think I go, and then I also have my 20-week ultrasound that I'll take you guys for and give you guys like a full halfway through pregnancy update. But that is what she's looking like. I have to grab a piece of paper that gives me clearance to get this done. I have it downstairs with my keys. I'm going to grab my tea and we're gonna head out to get this tooth fixed. You guys can see he like filled it right there with like a little bit of something to keep it from cracking more, and he told me he should be able to fill it. So fingers crossed that we're able to get that taken care of today. It hasn't been hurting or bothering me, but I don't want it to crack more and hurt and bother me. So I'm gonna head out now, and then when I get back, I'll share with you guys the few items that I've been using or things that I got in to help with my teeth this pregnancy. All right, guys, it is now the next day. I do feel a lot better. What you guys saw yesterday quickly was a clip of me going to the dentist. Also, my hair's crazy. I've been loving throwing it up in like a little half up, half down with these little baby clips that I found. I think I got these from Shein or Amazon a while ago, and I found the whole pack in my closet upstairs in like that room that I have in my bathroom. So I've been wearing my hair like this because it is super easy to do and low maintenance, but it looks a little crazy on camera, so excuse that. But what you saw of me yesterday, I went to the dentist and he filled the one tooth that was cracked, and honestly, it was probably the best filling that I've had. It was super quick. It took him like 20 minutes. And normally I'm super flinchy when I go to the dentist, and for some reason I was not that flinchy this time, and he was able to do it and we didn't have any issues. So I do have to go back at the end of the month to get one other tooth filled. He said he wanted to do them one at a time because since I'm pregnant, the numbing agent that they use doesn't last that long, and he didn't want to have to continuously renumb me. So I go back for that at the end of the month. But that was super quick and painless. I came home and I actually fell asleep for the remainder of the time that the boys were at school. And then I woke up to go get the boys from school, and upon getting home, Jack was totally fine when I picked him up from school, fine, like running around outside when we got home from school. And then I was taking their jackets and their shoes off, and he started to cry and told me he didn't feel good, and he did wind up throwing up once yesterday, which is why I have this little setup over here. This is from yesterday. I just left it out, but he did wind up throwing up once. And the weird thing is it is the same amount of days that he's been on the amoxicillin as when Ben threw up, because Ben was on his medicine for 5 days before Jack wound up getting on it, and around the 5th or 6th day was the day that Ben threw up, and then yesterday was Jack's 6th day, I believe, and he threw up once. After that, he was running around the house completely crazy and was fine, and I did keep an eye on him last night. He did wind up sleeping with us just so I could keep an eye on him, and he didn't throw up the rest of the night or anything like that. And so I'm pretty confident that it is from the antibiotic. And Harris's friend actually came over last night to pick something up that Harris had of his. And he said his son has an ear infection right now and is on amoxicillin and threw up just once as well. And so he couldn't go to school yesterday because he threw up in the morning before school. But he was like, yeah, my son has like 2 or 3 days left on his prescription and he threw up once and he hasn't thrown up since he was a baby. And I was like, Jack seriously hasn't thrown up since he was a baby and he threw up today. And I'm thinking it's from the amoxicillin. So I gave him some yogurt this morning to try and act as like a probiotic, prebiotic to get some healthy bacteria in his belly, since I think that's what's causing this. Like I said, Ben threw up last week and it was just one time. It was like a little bit once and then like a little bit later the rest of it. Jack really didn't throw up too much last night. I talked to his school. I told them that he's on antibiotics and he honestly didn't eat a lot yesterday. When he got home from school, his lunch was pretty much full. So I'm thinking it was just too much in his stomach, like the medication without any food. And so they were like, if he hasn't thrown up in the last like 12 or so hours, he can come to school. And so I sent him to school today per their like rules and recommendations, but I'm like so confident that it has to do with the medication because like I said, he was running around crazy last night. He was fine all night last night. And when you have the stomach virus, it's like throwing up nonstop for a good chunk of time. And usually once you surpass like the hour time with not throwing up, you know you're getting over it. You usually throw up a lot consistently. And it was just the one time. So they're at school now. It is now the next day and I'm jumping on here to finish today's vlog. Like I said, I feel like every single day it has just been something. And I'm hoping now that like Ben's done with his medicine, his antibiotic, his ear infection is gone. Jack now has gotten this out of the way. He has, I think, 2 days left after today of his antibiotic. I'm hoping we're just on the mend and in the clear and they can get better before my family comes into town because everyone is coming into town in 2 weeks from tomorrow. So I'm feeling better to myself. I think I was just having indigestion or something yesterday, and that's what made me wake up and feel a little bit nauseous yesterday, but I'm feeling a lot better. I'm jumping on to quickly end today's vlog. And like I said yesterday, I wanted to share with you guys the water pick that I picked up. Did not wind up opening this up and using it last night, and I really wanted to start on January 1st. It's now January 3rd, so I have to start tonight, and I want to be consistent with this. This one is from the brand Nice Feel, and quite honestly, I picked this one up because it was on sale on Amazon. Sometimes, like a lot of the water picks I looked at were a little expensive, like $60, $70, $80. This one was like $40, but on sale for $25, I think. This is a portable one. You do charge it, and I believe the charge is good. It says can be used for once a week, 4 hours charged. I'm trying to see 3 different modes: normal, soft, and pulse. Removable reservoir to make for easy clean. I just feel like this is like a good user friendly, like beginner friendly one. It says it's waterproof, rechargeable, 300 milliliter capacity for the reservoir. I wasn't going to invest in like a super big one, like the ones that like plug into the wall and aren't portable and rechargeable, just in case I didn't like it. I'm really hoping I like this and I'm hoping that integrating this into my oral hygiene routine helps with my pregnancy gingivitis and just like the state of my teeth being pregnant. Ooh, it also comes with a little travel bag in here, but I'll keep you guys updated over on Instagram or in a future vlog with how I like this once I start using it. My dentist said that I can put like 2 tablespoons of hydrogen peroxide in this to help kill any bacteria in my teeth and my mouth. So this is the first thing, or this is one thing that I picked up to help my oral hygiene this pregnancy. I'm going to take you guys upstairs and show you guys something that I've already been using and integrating into my oral hygiene routine, and I feel like I have seen a difference with this product so far. So this I'll keep you guys updated on. Let me show you guys what I have been using and have been enjoying. So this I have been using for probably about a week now. This is the TheraBreath Healthy Gums Oral Rinse. TheraBreath has a bunch of different ones. Ones for like teeth whitening, for your breath, for anti-cavity. This one is an anti-gingivitis, anti-plaque mouthwash. And like I said, my dentist told me that I have really bad pregnancy gingivitis, which is like when your gums bleed a lot, and I have seen an uptick in bleeding gums in brushing my teeth since getting pregnant. So this I've been using twice a day. It says to swish in your mouth vigorously for 30 seconds twice a day, about 4 teaspoons. Yeah, 4 teaspoons. And I've been using this, and honestly, I'm kind of shocked at how little blood is coming out of my gums. And even when I went to the dentist yesterday and he was drilling my teeth, my gums are normally super sensitive and I bleed when they do work on my teeth. And I rinsed my mouth yesterday at the dentist and there was no blood in it. And he even commented that my gums seem to be doing better. He asked me if I started using the water pick, and I told him not yet, but I have been using an anti-gingivitis little mouthwash. So I'm going to continue using this throughout my pregnancy, start using this and let you guys know how it goes, and hopefully my teeth will survive this pregnancy. I do see like on TikTok, and I have heard like how pregnancy can destroy your teeth, and with the boys I really didn't have many issues with my teeth. I do remember 14 weeks is when I had to get my wisdom tooth removed, if you guys remember that. I got one wisdom tooth removed when I was pregnant with the boys, and then wound up getting the remaining few removed after I had given birth to them. But one of my wisdom teeth like randomly got infected when I was 14 weeks with the boys, and I got that removed. But other than that, like my cavities and everything didn't seem to be too bad, and I didn't have any cracking teeth. But my mom said when she was pregnant with me, she had 3 teeth break. So I don't know if me having a girl has anything to do with like the state of my teeth being worse than with the boys, but I want my teeth to survive this pregnancy. I don't want to lose my teeth. I see people on TikTok who like lose their teeth pregnant. So I'm trying to take every precaution necessary to keep my teeth in a semi-decent to good state throughout this pregnancy. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that water pick. If you have any recommendations for things you did for your teeth, if you had issues with your teeth during pregnancy, please let me know down below. I'll take any advice or recommendations that I can. But honestly, I think that's it for today's vlog. I know it was super chatty to give you guys like an update on how the end of the year went for me. It was definitely a crazy end of the year. Like I said, I hope we're over the hump now and it could be smooth sailing into the beginning of the year. I do have all my family coming in 2 weeks, so I have a lot to do for that. A lot of cleaning. A lot of my vlogs coming up will be like cleaning and prepping vlogs for my family to come, and then I'll vlog that weekend that they're here. I have my 20-week ultrasound at the end of the month. I'm trying to think. A lot of fun stuff to come. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Happy New Year yet again. Let me know, what are your New Year's resolutions down below? I feel like last year I said for one of my New Year's resolutions, I wanted to take care of my teeth, and I feel like they were in a good state. Like I said, I went to the dentist not too long ago and there weren't really any issues with them. So I'm attributing the issues now to baby girl. But for me, I definitely want to keep my teeth healthy throughout this year, throughout pregnancy and everything. But let me know, what are your guys' New Year's resolutions down below in the comments. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.